We have completed 3.1. Now let's learn 3.2 quadratic simultaneous equations. What is the quadratic simultaneous equations? I'm taking a question from exercise 3b to explain that. Look at this question. In the previous topic, we learned solving linear simultaneous equations. That means both the equations will be linear equations. But here, the first one is a linear equation apparently. This is not a linear equation. You see x and y together, or you'll have the power of x will be 2, or the power of y can be 2. These are all the quadratic equations. So you have one linear, one quadratic. So when you have such type of equations, how do we solve it? Okay, now we are going to use the substitution method. The first thing you need to do, I'm taking question A. Always start with the linear equation. You have x plus y is equal to 11. Make x or y as a subject. For example, y is equal to 11 minus x. Sub in this y into the second equation. Sub in the value of y into the second equation, you will get a quadratic equation in terms of x. So you will get x times 11 minus x is equal to 30. Open the bracket, you will get 11x minus x square is equal to 30. You push all the terms here, you will get x square minus 11x plus 30 is equal to 0. So that's what here, instead of y making y as a subject, you can make x as a subject also. You can make x is equal to 11 minus y, and you can sub in here also. Only thing, you will get an equation in terms of y first. Anyway, we need to solve both, we need to find the value of both x and y anyway. So here we got a quadratic equation, and I'm going to solve this quadratic equation. X square minus 11x plus 30 is equal to 0. You can use your calculator to solve it, but don't write the solution straight away. You need to write a step here. So 6 5s are 30. So x minus 6, x minus 5 is 0. X is equal to 6 or 5. We got the x values already. We need to find the value of y. Y is basically 11 minus x, right? So when x is equal to 6, y is equal to 11 minus x. So you will get 5. That's one pair actually. X is 6, y is equal to 5. Write them as pairs. When x takes the second value, y will be 11 minus x, which is 6. So x is equal to 5, y is equal to 6. That's a second value. That's how you solve quadratic simultaneous equation. That's an easy one. So what you need to understand here, there is one thing you need to take note here. For example, I'll take one more question here. B. We are going to always start with the linear equation. 2x plus y is equal to 1. You need to make x or y as a subject. It's completely up to you. You want to take x or y. So I'm going to show you both. When you make x as a subject, you will get 1 minus y. X is equal to 1 minus y divided by 2. Instead, let's say I make y as a subject. So I'll get y is 1 minus 2. You don't need to do both. I'm trying to explain something here. Now think about it. Which one is better, this or this? Anyway, we are going to sub in both in here, right? Either x or y. When you sub in this one, you are going to square it. So you will have 1 minus y by 2 whole square plus y square is equal to 1. It is perfectly alright. The only thing here, you have to deal with the fraction. You need to deal with the fraction. So if you don't want to deal with the fraction, you sub in y into the equation. So that's why you can make y as a subject first. So you will get x square plus y square is equal to 1. The only difference, both will give you the same solution. The only difference is here you won't have a fraction. So you will get x square, expand this, 4x square minus a minus b whole square plus 1, put the other one also this side. So you will get 5x square minus 4x is equal to 0. So take x as a common factor. 5x minus 4 is 0. So we'll get x is 0, x is 4 over 5. Using these two values, sub in here and find the values of y. So you see, I'm not making x as a subject because I need to deal with the fraction. Anyway, take the values of x now, sub in into the equation. When you put x is equal to 0 here, y will be 1 minus 0. So x is 0, y is equal to 1. Write the corresponding values of x and y. When you sub in x is equal to 4 over 5, y would be 1 minus 8 over 5, which is negative 3 over 5. So x is equal to 4 over 5, y is equal to negative 3 over 5. That's all. That's how we solve quadratic simultaneous equation. I'll show you one more question, the same exercise, question number 2. Let's take this one, see. Here no escape. Whether you make x as a subject or y as a subject, you will still get a fraction. So I'm going to find y. 5y is equal to 1 plus 4x. Y is equal to 1 plus 4x divided by 5. Even you make x as a subject, you will still get 1 plus, I think 5y minus 1 divided by 4. You will still get a fraction. So sub in this into the quadratic equation. X square minus y square plus 5x minus, put the 41 also this side. So we'll get x square minus, square this separately. On top you will get a square plus 2ab plus b square. If you don't know this identity, write it 1 plus 4x times 1 plus 4x and expand the bracket and simplify. So divided by 5 square is 25 plus 5x minus 41 is equal to 0. So to get rid of this denominator 25, I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by 25. Each and every term by 25. Multiply everything by 25. 0 also by 25. So you will get 25x square minus, here the 25 will be cancelled. You will get 1 plus 8x plus 16x square. 25 times 5 is 125x minus 41 times 25. 41 times 25 is 1025 is equal to 0 times 25 is 0. Open the bracket and simplify. So you need to take minus and multiply everything. So 25 minus 16 is 9x square. And then you have minus 8x plus 125, which is 117 plus 117x. And then minus 1 minus 1025, you will get minus 1026 is equal to 0, which is a quadratic equation. We are going to solve it. I think you can divide throughout by 9. So it becomes x square plus 1939 is 27x minus 19, remainder 112. Use the calculator please. 19, remainder 3, 36, 4 9s are 36. We got this quadratic equation. We are going to solve this now. X square plus 13x, x square plus 13x minus 114 is equal to 0. So do not worry about it much, straight away use the calculator. X square plus 13x, so coefficient is 13, minus 114. You get 6 and minus 19. X is equal to 6, x is equal to minus 19. But write one step here as a factors. That's a life hack to solve the quadratic equation actually. Because they are not interested in much of the steps. Not like O-level student, you don't need to show it step by step. Now we got two x values. We need to find the values of y using this equation. 1 plus 4x by 5. So when x is 6, y is 1 plus 4x by 5. So we'll get 25 by 5 is 5. So x is equal to 6, y is equal to 5. Use the second value. X is negative 19. So y is going to be 1 plus 4 times negative 19 divided by 5. So 1 plus 4 times, which is same as this, divided by 5. why I put divided by 2? Should be divided by 5. Oops, sorry. 1 minus 4 times 19 divided by 5 is minus 15. Y is minus 15. So x is equal to minus 19, y is equal to minus 15. That's all. Let's look at one more exam style question from the same exercise. Nothing new, it's the same thing. Take the linear equation, make x or y as a subject. I'm going to make x as a subject now. 3 minus y. Sub in this into the second equation. X square, 3 minus y whole square minus 3y is equal to 1, or minus 1 is equal to 0. Open the bracket. A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square minus 3y minus 1 is 0. You'll get y square minus 9y plus 8 is 0, which can be factorized as y minus 8 times y minus 1 is 0. So y is equal to 1 comma 8. Now sub in this into this equation to find x. When y is 1, x is 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. When y is 8, x is equal to 3 minus 8, which is negative 5. So x is negative 5, y is equal to 8. That's all. Let's look at one more question. Question number 5. The same exercise, question number 5. By eliminating y from the equations, frame this one. Okay. So you have y already. The first equation, y is equal to 2 minus 4x. Sub in into the second equation. So you get 3x square plus x times y. Replace y by this. Plus 11 is 0. Open the bracket and simplify. You get the answer already. You get 3x square plus 2x minus 4x square plus 11 is 0. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. 11 is equal to 0. Multiply throughout both sides of the equation by negative 1. You'll get x square minus 2x minus 11 is 0. That's what they want us to frame. So we have framed this equation already. That's just a 2 mark question. Now the next part says solve the two simultaneous equations. You don't need to start from the beginning. We have already combined them and framed this equation already. X square minus 2x minus 11 is 0. We just need to solve it. So I'm going to use my calculator to solve it. X square minus 3 minus 11. Wait, it's x square minus 2 minus 11. X square minus 2 minus 11. 1 plus or minus 2 root 3. So the values of x are 1 plus or minus 2 root 3. But we need to write a step here. You cannot use the factorization method here because it's in the third form. So use the quadratic formula. Minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac. A is the coefficient of x square, c is the constant, divided by 2a, and then write the solution. Now you need to sub in this into the first equation to find the values of y. So when x is 1 plus 2 root 3, y is equal to 2 minus 4x. 2 minus 4 times 1 plus 2 root 3. I'm going to put this in my calculator. 2 minus 4, 1 plus 2 root 3. Wait, I'm getting math error. Why? Because I did not put a bracket here. So minus 2 minus y is equal to minus 2 minus 8 root 3. So you can write the solution when x is 1 plus 2 root 3, y is equal to minus 2 minus 8 root 3. Now take the second value. X is equal to 1 minus 2 root 3. So y is 2 minus 4 times x. So it's the same thing, but you have a negative sign. You get minus 2 plus 8 root 3. Y is equal to minus 2 plus 8 root 3. Write the x and y values. That's all.